One of the most famous linguists in the world, Edward Safir, said that one's language determines how one sees the world, which means that your world is limited to the vocabulary or the language that you have. That is the kind of impact that your language can have in your life. So in this video, I'm going to be giving you 4 very simple tips that you can use to improve your vocabulary and to really grasp a lot of words in a very short period of time. Alright, so let's begin with the first tip. The first one actually is the only real method of learning vocabulary. The remaining 3 are just going to be hacks to cheat the system. So the first one is reading. Surprise, surprise. So yes, sorry to break it to you, but the most effective method till date by all researchers is just reading. I'm sure in one of my videos I've spoken about active and passive vocabulary. I'm sure you might have seen that. If not, let me quickly give you a recap. So, active vocabulary, the words that you speak and write, that you can speak and write every day, and passive vocabulary, the words which you know, you understand them. When you read them, you know what they mean, but you may not be using them. Let me give you an example. For example, the word elated. What a simple word. I'm sure all of us know what it means. When was the last time you used it? Probably never. So why does that happen? So that happens because our memory can store millions of words in our passive memory, but shifting them to our active memory is the real game. That's the whole challenge. And if you don't do that regularly, it leads to language loss. Language loss. Let me give you an example. Think about it. The word television. What is it called in your native tongue? In Hindi, Kannada, Bengali, Marathi? Let me know. Surprised, right? So that is what happens if you do not shift these words to your active memory. So that is why reading, when you, and I'm not talking about reading one day and then not reading the next. I mean making it a habit. Why? Because when you read these words over and over again, imagine the word elated. If you see it every day for 30 days, the next time you won't say happy, you would simply say, I feel elated. So that is the reason. Making reading a habit, it's not the time that matters. It doesn't matter if you read for 10 minutes or 10 hours. What matters is the consistency. That is why I always recommend reading for 10 minutes a day. Start from that. That's a great place to begin. If you can do that consistently, hats off to you. That's brilliant. Now we can begin with the hacks, the cheats. So if you're going for the IELTS exam, you do not have time, or you just do not like reading, or you just don't want to do it, that's fine with me. We can proceed with these hacks as well. So my second strategy is simply cheat and just subscribe. Go to Merriam-Webster, Cambridge, all the online dictionaries. Just subscribe to their word of the day. That's it. You will have a fresh word every day in your email. That's it. So all you need to do is just, let's say when you're just idling away your time on Facebook or Instagram, you could just check your email ID. Or even a better thing would be to follow accounts which give out vocabulary. One example would be IELTS Prep by LeapScholar. So we give out vocabulary, grammar, things like that every day. You can subscribe to us. Word of the day would be a great thing. The third hack is making learning fun. So for example, utilizing Scrabble, Wordle, games like that. You could play with friends, you could play alone. There are so many more games available on the App Store nowadays. So you could use those to make vocabulary learning a little bit fun for you. And my fourth and final favorite hack for all the IELTS students out there, I'm sure you guessed it by now. I'm talking about the dinosaur who knows a lot of words. So are you able to guess it? Which saurus am I talking about? So yes, thesaurus it is. The best way for IELTS students would be whenever you're practicing speaking or writing with someone. So let's say if you're speaking with someone, the best thing would be whatever word it is that you want to upgrade, or you want to use a better word instead of that, or let's say a C1 or C2 level word, a band 9 word instead of that. So you could just go to thesaurus, enter the word, and it will show you options which can be used instead and which are of a higher band. So for example, let's say if you go to thesaurus, just go today and just enter the word delicious. Check out the words that you get. For example, you would get scrumptious, things like that. So that's another very good hack. That is all from my side for today, and I shall see you in another video. Thank you. Bye-bye.